There are some other parameters of Wavetable that you may find interesting. I'm going to open the Info View window so you can see how when I mouse over a parameter, it tells you what that parameter does in that box. So this effect mode can switch between frequency modulation, classic, and modern. If I mouse over it, it tells you that in the Info View box. I'm going to choose classic. Now here I can adjust the pulse width and the sync percentage of this wavetable. And, you guessed it, I can assign an LFO to control these effects. I can also transpose oscillator 1 and oscillator 2 with the semitone settings and detune it up to 50 cents in each direction with the detune parameter. Finally, in the master section of Wavetable down here, I can adjust the overall volume of the plugin, and I can switch between different voice modes. Right now I'm in Polyphonic. This allows me to play more than one note at a time, so I could play, for instance, a chord. If I click on Poly, I'm now in monophonic mode. Monophonic only allows you to play one note at a time, but this gives you the benefit of being able to add glide. Glide sets the time it takes for one note to slide to the next note. Right now, it takes no time at all. But if I increase the glide time, it will now take 172 milliseconds to go from one note to the other, giving it that sliding sound. You can also change the Unison setting, and this is kind of a neat effect. It's really hard to describe, but it uses multiple oscillators, so basically copies of the plugin, to create this sort of phasing effect. Here's classic mode. And shimmer. These are my two favorite modes, actually. In this Unison section, you can also adjust the number of voices. Each voice adds a copy of the oscillator. And if your computer doesn't have a good processor, this can really eat up a lot of the power, so be careful here. And it'll also adjust the amount of like detuning and strength of the copies of the oscillators.